it's on the tips of everyone's tongue, so they always ask, what are you doing to save the planet? Everyone's asking.
Do they ask at WeWork?
Yeah, all the time. Where your cup's from, what happens to the coffee, where's the milk's coming from, why do you get it from this farm, why is the cows grazed this way? Fortunately, I've got answers for lots of little bits of that, but like, everyone's asking.
To ask yourself why is it better to keep a business running than not is essentially asking what's the point in participating in society.
We did it because it's absolutely the right thing to do. That really comes back to why we exist and what are our core values. The output is going to be the measure of what success commercially they may be. But the fact of the matter is, if there was zero benefit from a commercial perspective, it's something this business would have done anyway.
I think it's just raised the bar even higher, and it's made people's realisation about how we need to contribute to solving the environmental crisis. And I think we're part of that. We need to be able to prove that we can solve it by continuing with our business, but making our business more aware, more sensitive, and show that it can function in a completely sustainable environmental way.
The more businesses start to think and operate in a certain way that not only sets the standard for how consumers perceive value, but also is in line with consumer trends and how people want to behave, then the more the big economic picture starts to value the environmental dimension in a very progressive way.
And it's doable already. We've already tramped becoming carbon neutral, B Corp carbon neutral, and just simple things like changing your tape supplier. There's now products that are coming out since COVID that are way more environmental tapes, environmental packaging. It's been a real eye opener, and I just find it far too exciting. There's been a mixture of terror, absolute terror, and absolute just tingling excitement, because it's sort of like anything goes at the moment, and there's so much creativity, diversity coming out of it, that I think you just got to look at that positive aspect of it and not the oh, fuck, we're doomed aspect.
But as we are in a higher elevation and we have seen these shifts over time, what we're trying to do is become more aware of the situation, and to mitigate the effect of it, it's basically becoming more sustainable in our practices. We avoid the use of harsh chemicals on the soil, and we plant a lot of native shade trees. We have planted in the past 4 years more than, I would say, 2,000 trees. Some have thrived, others have died of pests. And the idea is to start or trying to return to those natural canopies that you see, for example, in Timor-Leste, in Mexico, and in other producing countries that are known for their organic production. If you have the right and adequate conditions, I think, as we have seen, for example, in the farm, the return of multiple birds that I didn't see when we started.
There's more and more people that actually care, which hopefully means that they're actually doing their bit as well. Because I'm certainly trying to do my bit. At least we're doing our bit.